if this is like my other streams, so go the first couple minutes with 0 people in it. Occasionally people. Either that or they've. Well, I mean, I know I'm shadow banned, at least in this timeline, from doing anything online because it's disruptive or whatever the fucking justification for silencing free speech by rigging algorithms and batting metadata to everybody's streams so that it can't actually be seen by the people who would want to see it, but they usually will send it to the stream or the viewers who will. Well, not necessarily for me, because again, I'm not doing this because I'm trying to gain an audience or following or I guess it'd be nice to find other people who think similarly or on the same page. I know they won't ever send anybody like that to me because algorithms don't like it when two people who share values that don't align with the fucking whatever's they put in charge of these algorithms, whatever tech bullshit there is, won't let us find each other so that we're all just shouting into the void, and then they'll rig algorithms so the void adds metadata so nobody can find each other so they can keep rigging it in their own self-interest to get ahead by just silencing speech they don't like. And by they, I'm not talking politics, I'm talking tech. And I have 0 viewers still. That makes sense. I'm just kind of getting it out of the way. Because now, well, I mean, at the very least, this exists. It exists on YouTube. If they delete it, then they... Something about quantum information theory, if you delete something in bad faith, you're entangled in that somewhat. I don't know. Does that matter? Who the fuck knows? I can only rely on what I can find, and they'll rig it, algorithms and whatnot, and still 0 viewers. They'll rig it, algorithms and whatnot, to make it so that, I can only find what they allow me to find, but I can reverse engineer what I'm not able to find, and sometimes it's this. And 0 viewers still. Again, I'm just kind of doing this because now it has to exist. And now they have to make a conscious decision. Hey, do we just delete this video because we are technically doing it in bad faith and all these quantum entanglements and such, which... Is that a part of it? I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm bluffing, or maybe it's a Hail Mary. Who the fuck knows? I don't trust anything I say, nobody else should either. But at least this live will exist. It's ones and zeros, it's entangled ones and zeros, and whatever else. And 1 viewer, theoretically. Hey, Kimberly, you're my first viewer. They don't usually send many viewers to my stream. I'm kind of thinking it's me and what they, Okay, good emojis. Well done. That didn't really contribute much, but hey, to each their own. I will fight for everybody's freedom of speech to just put whatever the fuck they want in the comment section, because that's your right. You could also do non-emojis where it's actually like conveying some sort of message, but yeah, no, the vomit emoji, sure. Granted, without the context necessary, vomiting because of me, what I'm saying, I don't care. Either way, I'll fight for your free speech the same way I'll fight for everybody's free speech, because that's all we fucking have after a while. So anyway, thank you, Kimberly, for the emojis. Now you're going to smiley emojis, so I think I'm making progress here. That's seven viewers. All right. See, again, this stream is, I don't know what this stream is. I'm not even saying it's for everyone. If it's not for you, you could always scroll past it. I'm not saying. Not all streams are for everyone, so. Yes, Kimberly, that's a lot of emojis, and then you mentioning your name. It's almost like the last stream I had where somebody kept telling me to mention their name. It's almost like they send people specifically to my stream because they'll add metadata to my stuff so only a certain type of people can actually find streams because they'll just rig it in their favors. They being whoever controls these algorithms, we're all fucked here regardless of what side you're on. My streams are very rarely optimistic. But yes, thumbs up emoji. Alright, I think I'm making progress with Kimberly. Or at least the trajectory went from vomiting to happy to saying your name to thumbs up. I'll take that as a win. I mean, I'm kind of just going into this thinking you might be a bot, but whatever, I don't care. They'll probably only send bots to my stuff, so who cares? Either way, I'm happy you're here. Either that or I kind of don't care one way or the other. Same way, people shouldn't care one way or the other about me or anything else. We're all just kind of wasting time here. Yeah, we all kind of are. So yeah, this stream isn't for everybody, Kimberly. If you want to take your emojis elsewhere, or you can stay, because I think I'm making progress with the trajectory. And 3 people, that's still fine. If anybody wants to jump in here, all 2 of you now. Yep, that's. It's funny because last time I streamed, there was some other person with the exact, or no, it was a different name, but posting the exact same Chinese symbols. It's almost like there are certain people that are sent here to see my streams. We don't live in like a you know any sort of normal timeline where I would just get random people and there would be conversations and things would go certain places and there'd be no, they'll just send people who will, again, you're more than happy to stay and post emojis, and then the same Chinese character that other person who had a different name on a different stream of mine posted, so it's extremely clear that they're only sending certain bots or whatever to my pages. I don't see why you would add that. But whatever. Yeah, no, it just kind of makes it more obvious that they're rigging it. And that's fine. They can do whatever they want because we've given tech giants so much power they can decide these algorithms. And we're all kind of fucked here. Hey, real world. Even though that is what somebody. It was in the real world. Why can't I say world? But yeah, no. Hey, thank you for the thing that, yeah, hello and everybody. Yeah, no, so this stream, I don't really know what it is. I'm just kind of testing it out. I'm not trying to do this because I'm trying to gain a lot of people. I just kind of want to see if they send anybody to me because I usually tend to say stuff. Algorithms don't seem to like me too much, nor should they. I don't really trust them either, but kind of feel like we just gave tech so much power and then, well, let's see how that goes. Because, yeah, okay. Those are different emojis. Well done, Kimberly. Again, not really sure how to interpret that, but hey, good for you. It's kind of obvious at this point, since the last stream I had somebody post almost identical that, or the Chinese symbols or something, under a different username. So it's almost like it's extremely clear that my account's shadow banned and then only a certain people can see it because this timeline is whatever. Where am I at? I'm going to say a simulation, if I'm being honest. I'm sure I'm already doxed or whatever, but west coast of some simulation thing or in some weird timeline. What do? I don't know. Just kind of hang out and every once in a while I remember, oh yeah, I guess I could do a video and see what happens. So occasionally this. What do you do? What am I looking at? Titan? Yeah, it's kind of blurry, but yeah, it can ask any questions or anything. Again, I don't know what to stand down to one person. Because, yeah, I mean, we don't live in a meritocracy where, like, because right now, it used to be, you'd have a bunch of streamers, and then the ones who got better does rise to the top. But now we're in a state where the ones who are already established, who have a lot of people, they're fine, and then the algorithms keep recommending. But if anybody's starting out now, and I'm not even saying necessarily for me, because I don't give a fuck about the live stuff, but I just don't like that algorithms can choose winners or losers, especially since I can still find people who are starting out who want, like, to gain following, but algorithms will rig it so that they only send people, certain people, to streams. Because this isn't really the most free speech timeline we exist in. Those are different emojis. That's definitely a streak. Good for you. It's not really progressing anything with the emoji. Yeah. Because I'm not even saying my stream's good. It's just it'd be nice to find at least a couple people who are. But yeah, no, algorithms don't like me, so they won't ever show. And I'm sure there's so many other people who have similar takes and hot takes and stuff that would go against whatever tech and other things would like to spread, so that they will rig it in against them too. Because this timeline is just all about giving, hey, let's see what happens when we give tech all this fucking power to do algorithms and all this other shit and just rig stuff in their face, and then see what happens. And this is what happens. They'll just rig it against anybody who doesn't go with the narrative of whatever they want. And today it's whatever I'm saying, tomorrow it's other people, but yeah, what can we do? 3 viewers still, and just a bunch of emojis. Yeah, cool. I mean, uh-huh. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't expect much. It's just, yeah, no, I scroll and all I see is politics and stuff to get people mad at each other, religion, and I look at the comments and everybody's mad at each other, or streams that are just in foreign language, or just like, alright, this is, illuminating. I think we've touched on a lot of things. I'm still at 3 viewers, because that's the ones that are already established that have followings and stuff. And that goes for companies as well, because you can't really start a company anymore, because now they've all rigged it against just people starting out, and they're wanting this timeline down. We're all fucked here. And then what else can I say that should get me unalived at 3? I fucking hate the whole unalived thing. Like, that's the stupidest word, because you can't say suicide or kill on these platforms, because they apparently care about kids, even though they just show them the weirdest shit. But unalived, it always should have been defunct. It's so much funnier. Oh, he was sad and he unalived himself. No, he was sad and he defunct himself. Or like he defunct himself in front of a train. That's objectively funnier than saying, oh, he unalived himself by jumping in front of a train. It always... We need to fix wording of things. Because I'm not saying unalive. Defunct is objectively more hilarious. I mean, granted, when you strip it of parts and you get back to just what the original meaning is, yeah, it's kind of sad. But, like, I'm just saying... It's way funnier. Oh, he was a whistleblower. He wound up like suicide or something, or right before something. No, I got defunct. It's a funnier word. It's still sad and shit, but like it's whatever. Oh yeah, dude. They Titan. Hey, I appreciate the one comment I've been on here that hasn't been emojis. You got, yeah, no, we're all, yeah. Hey, maybe, who knows? Yeah, maybe we have the same mental state of being well, we're all on lists. I'm sure I'm on every fucking list. I don't know why I have some weird suppression thing where I haven't got yet from what I say or do. Like, I'm heavily targeted and, surveilled. I don't know if you can relate to that. Like gang stalking and stuff. They just target and like spy on me and all this shit. They know exactly that I'm doing this. I cannot really wrap my head around why I haven't just been disappeared yet, or one of the other things that happened to, or theoretically happened to people like me, or people who have different views or make things or kind of think in ways that technically would be considered destabilizing. And well, whatever. I don't know. I kind of haven't been told about that part, so yeah, I don't know. Considering how much gang stalking it is and how they rig algorithms, I don't know, maybe you're part of it, or maybe you're one of the gang stalk people. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really trust anything. Down to 2 viewers. And again, I'm not saying my streams are amazing or anything, but it's just so rigged at this point. Anybody starting out, even if, I'm not even referring to me at this point, but just anybody who just like wants to do this, like there was a poll of like millions of kids who want to do social media or blow up or whatever, one viewer, blow up or whatever, and now the tech people have rigged it so much that they won't let anybody who has any like unique views. Granted, you can still have like opinionated views, but it has to fit the narrative of stuff that they can pump out and have people fight one another, because everything has to be politics, everything has to be right versus left, or tribalism, which it isn't. 2 viewers, theoretically, but yeah, no, it's just fucked. We don't live in a meritocracy, we don't live in free speech when algorithms, and this isn't even politics, I really just fucking hate algorithms, and these tech people, these tech bros, billionaires, who are like, oh yeah, we can just feed people the same stories and have them focus on whoever the fuck it is this week. Guthrie, or whoever the fuck went missing, who, like, I keep being told I need to care about. They just want everybody distracted and fighting. I'm not saying I'm making too much of a difference here, but Whatever. 1 or 0 viewers. I cannot tell. Yeah, it's almost like they don't like me talking about stuff, which is fine. I mean, it wouldn't be fine if we lived in a free speech thing where it's like meritocracy and junk. But you know, Rocky Mountains, that's nice, dude. Get outside, dude. We're all conditioned to be on our screens and stuff. I'm not excluding myself. I'm just as addicted to everybody else. But yeah, if you got like a nice environment, Rocky Mountains. Yeah, dude, ice fishing just it's all a matter of getting the fuck out of this tech thing. Because we've all been conditioned gradually to just care about social media, tech, videos, live streaming, which isn't really even what I'm trying to do. It's more just a test to see if they even would send anybody to the streams. They don't like doing it. I'm down to one viewer. But and also it has to exist on Google Don't Be Evil, which was pretty good Easter egg because they're probably gonna well, who else can I say talk shit about that should wind up getting me defunct at this later point? I don't know. But yeah, yeah. No, we're all fucked here. Giving tech this much power of algorithms and stuff, like we're so tribal. You can't say anything like Republican or Democrat or something. But I think we can all unite that it's creepy as fuck what these tech people are doing with our data, collecting it, stealing it is the correct terminology. Not like they literally opt us into things, have data breaches, and then just steal more of our shit. Don't trust that. I also don't understand why I'm saying this. I'm not got yet because clearly they are intercepting this like they're intercepting everything because they have back-end access to all tech. They also do some really creepy shit with flying drones over my house all the fucking time and with stingrays or whatever the fuck it is that they makes the location beacon on your phone go off. So clearly they're stealing a bunch of information. Don't know what the fuck they're doing with that, those creepy fucks. I don't know. I'm not going to backtrack off that. It's such creepy behavior. Like any other time in human history. Thousands of years ago, caveman days, any time. If you just had one data collector who's like trying to steal all the data from a tribe and just sell it to other tribes for advertising, they'd be like literally excommunicated or thrown off a fucking cliff and defunct that way or anything else. But now we live in a timeline where that's just a totally normal job, where one side can be like, oh, I want to be a data collector and just steal everybody and make an app and then have it leak in the data centers that have some entanglement with the same hedge funds that own the data centers and own the companies that would be better off if the data that they had from customers got leaked. Is there anything else I can say that should get me murdered or like I'll keep going. I don't understand that aspect of things because I don't know. Yeah, dude, there's all of our data's fucked, man. They're winding down this timeline. I do not trust like all these AI people because yeah, you said you got 10 robocalls. I get tons of them. We're all yeah. I mean, our data should be safe. Any other time in human history, going back to whatever I was saying, like a data collector, somebody saying like, oh yeah, hey, can you hang on to these papers? We're going on a hunt. And then you come back later, oh yeah, no, here are your papers. But then also made copies of them and sold them to another tribe and they're going to, like, they would literally just be all allegedly and not a call to action and everything else I should have to fucking say because these are the types of litigious fucks that would be like, oh, he's a call to, no, it's not a terrorist threat or a call to action, even though by saying I'm already on enough list, fuck it. But, yeah. Yeah, like any other time in human history, just having these fucking things, stealing our data and selling it, and then putting it into these data warehouses. What the fuck are they doing with that? With AI and everything else. We're just chill with it now. Because we're just used to it. And they can influence algorithms so that anybody who is saying stuff like this just has one viewer. And again, I'm not even saying like my stream should blow up. It's just a meritocracy should exist where the things I'm saying, they should be able to reach the people who would want them. But we don't get that anymore. Car dealerships selling info, like you said, yep. It's that. It's everything. Everything's financially incentivized too. We don't have a consumer protection agency anymore. Everything's financially incentivized to get us to give data, and then they can sell data. Anything else, if you steal property and try to sell it, that's stolen. You're selling stolen property. That's fencing property. I forget the exact terminology, but clearly that's a crime and punishable by prison. Now you can just steal millions of people's data, sell it. Do you get a million counts? No, you get like 3 years and then a plea bargain, and then somebody has to apply to get the money that they should just have immediately. But no, they'll purposely rig it and write their own laws, so you still have to go through the trouble of giving more information to get a payout of a fucking minuscule punishment for all the bullshit they do. Yeah, no. So yeah, as you said, Titan, car dealerships selling info, yes. Everything's incentivized to steal your info. Apps that used to just be chill then get bought by these same 3 hedge funds, and then a year later, oh, they just suck now, and oh no, all your data's gone, and it got leaked, and now it's in a data center that also has huge ties to those same hedge funds. Not like there'd be a conflict of interest, and also I do not understand why I haven't been, because I don't know. I think I'm so sandboxed or firewalled. I don't know why I don't get got because of what I'm saying. Because historically, I'm the type of person who gets, I don't know, it dies earlier on than where I think I'm at now. Unless I keep dying and they keep shifting me to a different timeline. That's a funny conspiracy I like to play around with sometimes. One viewer. That's fine. The live is pretty much just so that it's on my channel. Granted, I'm sure they delete my channel for whatever reason, not abiding by whatever narrative, or they'll just add metadata to it so it can't be found. But it should still exist because it does need to be findable in certain ways. I mean, that's at least what it would be like if there was a meritocracy or anything at this point where data just keeps existing. Because now one side can just delete data, delete free speech. I'm for free speech, whatever speech it is. Right, left, just nonsense speech. Doesn't matter. You don't delete someone else's speech. And that's where we're at now. I've had so many videos deleted, accounts deactivated. Oh yeah, my Twitter account got deactivated. Crazy how the guy who claims to be free speech and then my account's deleted. Why do I think there's some independent contractor who has something to do? I don't know. But yeah, no, we're all living in hell. Or at least that's my current guess on the matter. There's a fun conspiracy theory I don't even think I believe in it. I also don't even think anybody's here anymore. One viewer maybe. But yeah, there's a fun conspiracy theory here a while back of 2012 we all died because of some Hadron Collider thing. And then the Mayan thing, I don't know. It's an interesting one. And then maybe there's a timeline where we didn't do that, and then we're just like playing out a branch of a dead timeline. Weirdly, that matches up with some things. Or not, I don't know, because I'm also gaslit and just kind of fucking guessing. And just talking into the void because I don't even think anybody's here, which is fine. No, people don't need to come to my stream. I'm not saying it's the best stream ever. But we don't live in a meritocracy because I know if I scrolled in live, I would find nothing like my stuff, and I would only find the same politics. I would only find the same political things arguing about the same issues or the same religious streams or stuff. Maybe that's just my feed because there's the amount of self-dealing that's going on of just these tech people rigging algorithms in their own favor to just have poor people on either side. I don't care if you're right or left, just arguing amongst each other so that nothing ever gets done while they're stealing our data and other things. Honestly, everybody's so mad at politics. The right being mad at left being mad at right. Well, whatever. Why does tech get a fucking free pass? Oh yeah, that's right, because they can rig algorithms so anybody who says that, they won't recommend their content to people. So we can't organize and find others. And It's all fucked. This entire timeline is just built-in fraud. 100% at this point. Maybe it comes from me first because of what I'm saying, but even if you're on the right side of this now, do you really trust whatever is controlling the algorithm? Especially with all the tech and weapon and acoustic weapons and RF stuff. All the rest of the stuff of the conspiracy theorists have warned us about that we all laughed at, that I even laughed at, but now it's like, oh yeah, no, they were actually kind of right. Granted, they probably got seeded out early by the elites that were ramping this shit up so that they could just be... Is there anything else I can say to get murdered? Because that's... I can't play out too many scenarios where I'm not just, like, murdered or defunct. Because if I say... Because we all just have to tiptoe around made-up rules so that they can find ways to shadow ban you. Because, oh, you said one of the no-no words, even though literally what they're doing is... But yeah, no, we can't do that because then you get something on your channel that says, oh, this you need to confirm this because this person might have talked about some inappropriate topic. Least free speech timeline. All these tech people, or tech giants, the way that they've just been able to monopolize everything, and still at one viewer. I was kind of curious if they were going to at least make an attempt to pretend to show it to anybody, but nah. I'll keep talking into the void. I haven't gotten a comment in a while. Just fine. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, I get it, Tech. You don't like what I'm saying and you're cowards. You don't send anybody my stream. Cowards. But it is what it is, which is shitty, because they're a bunch of fucking cowards. Who can't win because they have the best ideas. They can win because they can silence the ones with not even the best ideas, but just different takes on stuff that the tech billionaires don't like. You know where I'm at. I'm sure you have a file. You, your tech people, some bunch of agencies, subcontractors, all the other super illegal stuff that just is okay in this timeline because it's laws don't really apply to these, whatever. Is this going to be my last stream? It would make sense if it was, because it seems like it should get me, but it doesn't. Maybe I'm doing this for a different timeline. I can still play out this weird scenario where I got dead timeline, but maybe we all exist in a regular timeline is still alive, and maybe what we're doing is seeded to that somehow and fixes stuff. Or maybe what I'm saying is the delusional schizo guy who just feeds doing nonsense, but then that gets seeded to a timeline that's normal, and then you're like, oh, let's laugh at this guy, because he's like... And it's like, yeah, well, within context, what I was saying actually did kind of match up. But I don't care. I'm fine being the schizo guy or whatever. However it gets spun. Because it's funnier that way. You know, further. Whistleblowers get got. Schizo... Oh, yeah, but you do have to say multiple times that you're never going to be a threat to yourself or others, which I'm not. I'm never going to do anything... or anything like that. Nah, I'll play this the fuck out. If they want to, I don't know, pew. I hate living in a fucking timeline where if I even say, granted, I'm sure the stream will already be... I'm already shadow banned. I know this isn't going to go anywhere. I know they're not going to spawn anybody in who would actually agree with my takes or who I could find somebody to, like, be on my... No, they won't do that. They just find ways to rig it in their own favor by saying, like, oh, yeah, you mentioned some no-no words, like... I hate even having to censor that, but I know if I don't, it'd be like, oh yeah, we have an excuse to shadow ban because he played copyrighted music for 2 minutes. Wouldn't the artist just be fine with that? Oh yeah, no, the artist's completely fine with. Oh no, but that's a great way for us to shadow ban this people because it's all this fucking timeline is fraud and asymmetric warfare. One side having billion-dollar tech and writing their own rules and lobbyists and all this other shit. And another side of just not really having too much to... And by other side, I'm talking about me and the 98% of other people who aren't the ones... Because even if you're on the right side of this now and it's not affecting you now, it's going to. They're gonna ramp this up. The shadow banning, gang stalking, targeted individuals, RF stuff. How many other keywords can I say to get on all the lists, CIA? Which ones have I missed? Project Monarch? DARPA? Hey, who was that FBI director who even was talking about how targeted individuals was an actual thing? And then, hey, Titan, I appreciate at least you being here. I think you were the only person who commented something other than emoji. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to do this too much. I'm just kind of fucking ranting or screaming into the void. But appreciate you being here. Have a good, yeah, chemtrails? Bro, I guarantee there were. I checked before I did this, but after I did a stream like this and then went outside and we're like 2 planes overhead and there were so many streaks. Yeah, no, they chemtrail the fuck out of me whenever I say this stuff, but weirdly they don't kill me, which I guess I'm happy about. But the chemtrails, I don't trust that because it's all probably microplastics and nanotech. But yeah, no, appreciate you being here. You seem chill. Chemtrails, yes, dude. Honestly, get an N95 mask. Because we all probably need it. That shit, I guarantee it does. It's doing something to us. They're not just dropping placebos on us. They're dropping something. We're in the war crimes are fine timeline. So yeah, no, I appreciate you being here, Titan. And even the person who was just spamming emojis, I assume they left because there haven't been emojis for a while. Hopefully you spread those emojis out to other people. But yeah, wherever I was going with that, I don't have a good short-term memory because I have quite a bit of brain damage to my temporal lobe, so I don't really remember where I was at. Okay, what was I ranting about? Oh yeah, what other list gonna get on? DARPA, Project Monarch, MK Ultra 2, Electric Boogaloo, which I don't know what their code. They don't. The CIA hasn't stopped. Like the MK Ultra 2 experiments. You really think the CIA just stopped that after they got found out? No, they've been doing it. We're in the timeline where they just do this shit, which is what it is, I guess. I don't think I'm really helping matters, but just whatever this is. But yeah, you can even find it. You can Jeffrey Epstein, the Epstein files, you can literally find on the DOJ, I'm sure they've probably taken it down by now, you can literally find documents about targeted individuals and gang stalking programs that they've set up. It's literally in the Epstein files. But yeah, if you ask like AI and stuff, they'll still say targeted individuals is a persecutorial delusion, which yes, some people have schizophrenia and for some it 100% is. For others, no, it's just they do this now. They have all the tech and the drones, 5G towers, which yeah, are safe, but if these towers can accommodate like 10,000 cell phones, but then the tower's like, oh yeah, let's just direct all that on one person or device. They're gonna 100% do a bunch of shit. To me and other people, because I assume I'm not the only one this happens to, but maybe I'm one of the first groupings or something. Maybe I can help. Maybe this can get seeded out or help others in similar situations. If you're in similar situations, buy RF detectors, Faraday pouches for tech. Don't trust algorithms. Don't trust AI. Fact check stuff. Go to libraries and stuff and actually read books on stuff. Don't trust AIs and text. Those things can just lie to you. What haven't I mentioned yet that should get me murdered? Oh, 0 viewers. Who'd have ever guessed? It's almost like they don't like me talking about this. I will continue to talk about this. Or I could just be told more or murdered. I guess there are a lot of good options to choose from. But yeah, I don't know. I like to think that maybe this will keep existing at some point. Because I don't like things deleting free speech. Mine or others. Free speech should exist. There's a reason free speech was the first fucking amendment. And it feels like we're in a timeline where that just is, it's the oops, all fraud timeline. But it is what it is. Now it's time to roll the dice and see if I will survive another day. Well, actually, I'm going to go outside right. 1 second. Oh yeah, I hear drones overhead. I was going to go outside to see if there were any chemtrails, but it's so overcast from all the chemtrails they've already dumped, it's hard to actually see. This will be the end, I guess.